Continuing on Law Weekly today, the Center for Law and Business, CLB, inaugurates its advisory board. Retired Justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Emmanuel Ayoola, is president of the advisory board. Also showing on the program, the Faculty of Law of the University of Lagos hosts the first West Africa regional round of the Prize Media Law Moot Court competition, plus an update on the appointment of the substantive Chief Justice of Nigeria and the weekly recap of the top stories from the courts. Hello and welcome to Law Weekly on Channels Television. I am Sola. The Center for Law and Business was established in 2003 with the overall mission of engendering a better educated society, especially with regards to the role of law in the society, in business, management, and the enhancement of human capital. In furtherance of this mission, CLB, as it's popularly known, offers opportunities for and access to world-class qualifications, such as degrees at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels of the University of London and other UK universities for academic pursuits and for professional qualifications. To help drive this mission, CLB on Thursday, the 9th of February, inaugurated its advisory board with a retired Justice of the Supreme Court and former chairman of the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission, Justice Emmanuel Ayoola, as president of the advisory board. Other members of the advisory board are two former deans of the Faculty of Law of the University of Lagos, Professor Chioma Agomo and Professor Ayoola, an educationist, the Chief Operating Officer at Supreme Education Foundation, Mrs. Folashade Adefisayo, the Executive Vice Chairman of Channels Television, Mrs. Sola Momoh, a former Company Secretary of the United Bank for Africa UBA PLC, Professor Isabella Okabwe, a pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church and the proprietor Latana Bookshops, Pastor Remy Morgan, and the founder, CEO, Center for Law and Business, Mr. Oladapo Oyewumi. The center took things a step further by hosting a cocktail party in honor of the advisory board.
From the names, you can see these are very accomplished people, esteemed people, eminent persons that have reached the heights, even surmounted the pinnacle of their professions, and they bring a lot of wise counsel, a lot of experience, a lot of goodwill to the institution. So they were inaugurated earlier in the day, and we held this cocktail party in their honor.
Mr. Oyewumi also says that though the standards of education has fallen generally, standards at the Center for Law and Business has continued to remain top-notch.
We're not an awarding institution. We prepare the students, they take the examinations of their respective institutions, whether it's University of London, whether it's ACCA, and they graduate from those institutions. They get a certificate of University of London, for example. They attend the graduation of the University of London. And so the graduation is essentially from those places, from those respective institutions. Or whether if it's ACC or it's ICANN, they give them, they have their ceremonies and they do these things. We have very excellent standards, even if I say so myself. Our resources are at the highest level. Our books are the latest editions. The resources we have on the online library, on the virtual learning environment, and all those other platforms are at the highest level. They are the highest niche of legal education. And of course, supported by resources like our internet resources and all the other resources we're looking at. We're even working with the idea of being able to participate in lectures being held overseas by our students here using technology. So that's where we stand in terms of educational standards. We maintain very high standards. And of course, also in the examination. The examination is conducted in such a way that the integrity is beyond reproach. There are no issues of exam malpractices and things like that. It's essentially very high.
The Center for Law and Business says it is committed to providing, as an education hub, access to world-class education
which is very cost-effective and delivered without compromise to quality in a highly contemporary manner that is convenient, flexible, and meets the needs of a variety of education and intellectual interests.